Sir, one second. Sir, I have a genuine question. Please don't interrupt. Sir, please have the patience and the courtesy to complete. Let me complete.
What's your question?
I don't understand why we know.
Ask your question.
My question is, since you said that you have got such a great mandate with this 1 lakh rupees per woman scheme, you have a government in Karnataka. If everything is so hunky-dory, why don't you implement it in Karnataka and give 1 lakh to the poor women?
Respond to your...
we have kept the money for all the programs. Yeah.
No, are you going to give khatakat 8,500 rupees to every woman in her bank account as promised by Rahul Gandhi?
Can I answer for this?
Yes or no is the question. The question can be answered yes or no.
Let's not browbeat him.
No. See, khatakat will come. Would have come if the people of this country have voted Congress for power.
Oh, so it's people's fault.
See, people of this country have not given you.
You are in power in Karnataka. Do it, khatakat.
There is no clear mandate. There is no clear mandate for you also in the country.
Condition apply.
You are also running behind.
Okay, all right.
Achha, one
minute. No, Shehzad, I'm conducting. One minute.
Just one line. I promise you just one line. ये caste census राहुल गांधी करते, caste survey तो हो चुका है कर्नाटका में. Why don't you unveil it? Chale, I understand financial implication of 1 lakh rupee program. Caste survey, why don't you unveil in the Karnataka?
But that's a separate debate.
Why?
That's a separate
this
debate.
Shows their guarantee is nakli guarantee. They only defraud people.
Let me get in MC Abbas. Syed Abbas, the question tonight is, promises made, khatakat, people are lining up outside Congress's office. There is no delivery because they've not been voted to power, but I'm sorry to say, there are some people who believe that this would come to them regardless. And in many constituencies, the Congress party has won. But now, somebody in Karnataka gets up and says that this is not a good idea and this is not working with the people. That is why we have lost elections or not won as many seats in Karnataka as we should have. Isn't this something for the Congress party to revisit?
Navika ji, I stay in Karnataka from Bengaluru city, and let me tell you, Mr. Shehzad Poonawalla, the BJP spokesperson, made a very brazen statement that people just run it back if you can. People of Bangalore don't have water to drink. I am here, living, existing in Bangalore, and there is sufficient. The water crisis in Bengaluru was also during Basavaraj Bommai and Yediyurappa. Kindly go back and do some research in Karnataka. Now, speaking of the schemes, implementation scheme, Yuva Nidhi, Nari Shakti, Nari Nidhi, Gruha Jyoti, Gruha Lakshmi, don't interrupt.
No, Syed Abbas, first of all, there's no reason for you to be so abrasive in your behavior. You are at best a political stepney. You are at best a political stepney.
Shehzad Poonawalla, no, 1 minute. But you will not ridicule my panelists. They are on my show. But Abbas, absolutely. 1 minute. Abbas, every television channel had the water shortage and all the problems of residents of Bengaluru. I don't know where you were living then. This happened during elections, my friend.
No, absolutely not. Which elections are you talking about, Navika ji? I stay here, I exist here. There was a problem. But he made a very brazen statement that the people living in Bangalore, a few people does not apply to all. Speak about the places like Whitefield. Anyway, coming straight to the point. The fact you made, respected sir, your party has lost miserably in Karnataka. You lost 8 seats from 25 in 2019 to 17 seats here in Karnataka in 2024. Congress gained 8 seats from 1 to 9. So please, thoda parkar aiye, bhai saab.
Okay, all right. Last word.
Okay. So somebody who gets 17 out of 28 has failed and somebody who gets 9 out of 28 has passed. Only your madrasa level maths is the reason why you can give these answers. Perhaps you've learned maths in your madrasa, in your local madrasa, that's why you're giving these answers. That's the only way I can explain this, that somebody who's got 9 out of 28 has won and somebody who's got 17 out of 28 has
ladies and gentlemen, when voices within the Congress party raise the question of whether this has boomeranged on them, well, I don't know. The Congress doesn't need to change their policy. But if they have an internal democracy and they listen to the voices of their own party men, well, they need to go back to the drawing board, look at it. Is this something that's working for the party politically? And is it working for the people on the ground? Well, that's a call the Congress party needs to take. We will keep revisiting this issue still people are given the part of the promises that were made to them. We leave it at that. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to my panelists for joining me on this debate. That's all we have on the News Hour for you. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, and the same show, the News Hour at 9. Join us then. We'll have for you a new debate, a new issue, and every side of the argument. Thank you. Good night.